Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome you to the Covington News office and thank you for taking some time out of your morning to join us as we kind of share with you our views on the news that we've covered over the last week or so. I also want to welcome you to the Covington News Digital Edition. This is just our second installment of this new platform, which enables us to bring videos as well as this kind of in-person chat with the individual readers or viewers, and also allows you to interact with us in a box that is off to the side of this video. While we were busy putting together this publication as well as our two print editions last week, we were working hard on bringing you news that concerned a lot of our local law enforcement. The actions of the men and women who protect us ran the gamut of thoughts and emotions that are spurred by law enforcement last week. To start off the week, the Covington Police Department released information on the arrest of 19 individuals. These individuals were arrested by a specialized patrol unit which was able to take input from the community, people who didn't like what they saw in their neighborhoods, and they called into the Covington Police Department, and this unit went out and arrested several drug dealers, and other arrests came from those investigations. This unit took drugs off the street of Covington to mostly positive reactions from our readers. We applaud not only the efforts of these individuals who monitored and investigated several drug arrests, going undercover to do hand-to-hands, and also wearing wiretaps and so on and so forth, but also the citizens who went to the effort to take kind of the community matters into their own hand. We hope this unit, these arrests, and the publicity that follow will keep that line of communication open from citizen to police. Often, it seems we look at police as those who write tickets, and at times we feel may, impede our travel and so on and so forth. But in reality, they help make our streets better and our lives better, as they did with these 19 arrests. The fact that they can make our lives better was evident later on in the week when the Newton County Sheriff's Office handed out a number of awards. Individuals who performed selfless acts, such as jumping on a weapon to save themselves and others, not thinking first but acting first in pulling down someone who was attempting suicide and literally breathing life back into a young Newton County child. They were honored for doing these selfless acts. Of the more than 100 deputies and their families gathered at the Newton County Judicial Center for this ceremony, they celebrated bravery, honor, and duty that was abundant in the faces of all of the deputies and their families. You could see the pride in all these people gathered, and we hope that keeps these deputies going for another year, helping our community, because that pride and the respect, the mutual respect from the community to the law enforcement and from the law enforcement to the community is really what we need to keep these law enforcement officials going and willing to put their others' lives ahead of themselves. Throughout the last year, we feel that pride may have been lost a little bit with the controversial shootings that have gone on nationally. To end last week, a Social Circle police officer was involved in a shooting. When we heard there was a police shooting, our first reaction, of course, was that everybody in it was okay. But then we stopped and thought that we really hoped another situation wouldn't be a controversial one and it wouldn't descend on our community and cause negative light either on our community or the law enforcement. This investigation is still ongoing, but reports show that the female officer involved was attacked and fighting to maintain her weapon. We want the events of last week to translate into pride and take a step to continuing to gain that respect for our law enforcement officers. Not everyone with a shield is there to ask you why you're driving so fast. Those men and women indeed are there to do what Newton County Sheriff's deputies, Covington Police Department officers, and Social Circle Police Department officers did. They put the community first, and they're there to protect and serve, and we thank them.